It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we push back against the cold winter months. And I think many families are right now concerned about how to stay healthy, especially when our medical aid funds are running out. And it's normally around this phase of build up to winter where that starts to kick in. Pharmacist, one of our favorite human beings, Maimin, is here to help us navigate this and give us some expert advice, because it's what you do. You've got the quiet confidence of a batsman who's about to go out to play a crucial innings at the moment. Excuse the sporting analogy, but you've got to keep us in the game, Jackie. You've got to keep us in the game, because that's your job. As a pharmacist, you get people coming feeling awful into your space. What are the heavy hitters? What generally comes under your kind of focus when we move into these months?
Okay, so certainly what you've said is very important. This time of the year, your medical savings account may be running a bit low. And these are the months where a lot of people do get sick. So, you know, what we see is this, and in fact, we were chatting about it earlier. It is so important for us to stay healthy this time of the year. It's difficult to stay healthy in the winter months. So firstly, we all stay indoors. We've got our windows closed.
Environment.
And of course, viruses are passed through the air, coughing, sneezing, things like that. So I think the important thing is to try and stay healthy. Now, you were just saying that you're not sleeping well. You need to rest.
You've got to
manage stress. And the expensive things that you need to be aware of are being hospitalized.
For sure.
So try and make sure that you look after yourself. And if symptoms do start developing, don't just wait. Go and get them treated.
As a parent, I always used to be not so terrified of the viruses, because we got those. It was when the bacterial infections kicked in and the antibiotics, and then it felt like my child was sick. We're seeing, when you talk about hospitalization, from a flu to hospital these days, that link is there. We know this, so we have to be real about that. But that being said, it kind of feels like there are more weapons at our disposal than we are using. And very often, you just need the body to feel a bit better so it can do the fighting. You need to feel a bit better so you can get up and go and look after the kids and do your day. Over-the-counter plays a vital role in this space. Nothing will ever cure you flat out, but your body can heal itself with the right help.
100%, Graham. So, you know, I think the important things are there are many different techniques, processes and medicines out there available to you. So when you start getting the symptoms, because yes, we can try and avoid the viruses, but at some stage we're going to catch one.
Yeah.
So when you get the symptoms, give your pharmacy a ring or go in and see your pharmacist. We've got anything from decongestants, we've got cough suspensions, we've got analgesics, anti-inflammatories, nasal sprays, gels, liquids, you name it.
I've even had antihistamine eye drops that have helped me the most out of any medication that I've had, and that came from my pharmacist.
Exactly. And it's important to treat these symptoms because, as you're saying, initially it's a virus, so you're blocked up. Now, when you're blocked up, your whole head is all connected, your sinuses, your eustachian tubes to your ears. And the longer you leave them blocked up, the more fluids go into your sinuses and into your middle ear, and that's when the bacteria strike.
And that's when it levels up significantly.
And the postnasal drip into the chest, things like that.
That being said, and you've highlighted quite beautifully, and we've both spoken about it, the financial pressure of dealing with cold and flu season. It can get real because often medical aid won't cover it in most cases. If you're not being hospitalized, your medical savings start to run out. How do we economically, and I know this is not your specialization, but you've got a pretty good intuitive understanding, how do we push back economically and get looking after our family right when we don't have all of the money to throw at it?
No, this is exactly what we do. So often we get people coming in and they cannot afford, you know, the top of the range, but you don't have to be able to afford those. The important thing is prevention. So number one, I would say, put aside your 100 Rand and get yourself a flu jab. Make sure you've got that vaccination. Then you're not going to get the really serious flus that are probably going to end up with you in hospital.
The really knock-on ones, yeah.
Remember from the pandemic, if you can work from home and you've got a flu, work from home. Don't go to work and infect everybody at work. Have a backup strategy for your children. Don't send them to school sick. Make sure there's somebody, a granny or an auntie.
And that's on behalf of all the other parents there who get their kids coming home sick. Please, please. You're not doing anyone any favors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, as I've already said, when you do get symptoms, don't ignore them. Rather spend a little bit of money now treat those symptoms and prevent the secondary bacterial infections.
Absolutely love that. And then, of course, speak to your pharmacist first. I love the fact that you guys are able to dumb down advice in a way that I can take it and really take it on board. So thank you, Ian, my pharmacist. I love you guys. He's kept me in the fight. But thank you for what you do every day and for demystifying a lot. I think many of us think that there are these gateways, these barriers to effective health care, but it's not the case. And we're going to throw our kind of hat into the ring as well here right now and see if we can't help you a little bit more. You stand the chance to win 4,000 Rand in cash. That'll prop up the medical savings, and that's with XBGen, which is brilliant. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages and tell us about a time when a cough stopped you in your tracks. Maybe that business meeting, maybe it was an audition, whatever it is. I want to know, and it better be good because it's a lot of money. Don't forget to hashtag ADCOCK OTC Winter. And that competition closes on Monday, the 24th of June. We'll get a ton of entries for this one, so please make yours creative and good. And if you are sick right now, I feel your pain. You will be okay. Just make sure you speak to someone. Don't let a little niggle progress into something that is going to require you going to a doctor or far worse. Speak to your pharmacist.